New Kebab and NRG going to help me up in here. We are green flag racing here, preset cup at Charlotte, guys. Let me jump right in here.
Pulling up the qualifying results here. Just Ken came in on the pole. A-Trout coming in second. And on the picture that they sent, I don't see third, but I see Jake got fourth, Private Patent fifth, Flirt sixth, Country Caliber seventh, Duck Humor eighth, and that's all I can see on the picture I got.
All right, they just now went green, so this is perfect timing.
That's all I can see on the picture.
You guys are going to get coming up next here, man. What are your thoughts on this track? I don't like Charlotte that much. As I like to watch it, not to drive it.
I like Charlotte. You can definitely make some things happen, especially right here in 3 and 4. I think that's going to be your best opportunity to get any positions on people. I don't know. I'm hoping that we have some green flag race tonight. We got 4 stages. It's the only race that we have 4 stages in, so extra opportunity for points tonight.
Yeah, for sure. Getting down to that bottom line, I think, is going to be what you want to do early. It's the fastest way around the place, unless you can get some draft and go up on the high side. But getting down to the bottom side here is kind of dangerous because that apron will come out and get you a little apron monster, so you will be cautious of that.
It will come back and bite you very big. It has me, and I know it has others out there too. Very frustrating, and with this many laps, you almost get like in a time warp. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to keep your mind clear, but still stay focused to hit your line, especially as your car falls off in the middle of 3 and 4, so it doesn't drift you up into the wall like we know it all can do.
Yeah, we were doing a little bit of practicing earlier. I know a couple of the preset guys, they were talking. Like Ken, he tried to protect that bottom lane going down the backstretch. Well, if you have some help on the outside line, going through 3 and 4, you can make that work here at this track. It's one of the few tracks that you can do that. So, wouldn't be surprised to see some teammates hop up there and try to get around some people after, either the end of the stage or our first caution. They get their setups in.
Yeah, with how draft dependent this package is for these cars, if you like you said. You get enough people lined up, it can turn into a high line battle. You get a pretty decent run off the high line too. It's just you have to have somebody with you. Even if it's just 2 cars versus 1, it's possible. Just try to, hopefully they make it interesting here, make some smart decisions. Looking like we're getting some pretty good racing so far up towards the front. Just Ken's still up in point, but at the end of stage 2, I know I'm gonna be feeling like shit. I mean, oh crap, is this over yet? So I know these guys are gonna be feeling the same way. That's
Another advantage to having a wheel and a track in a race with this distance. At the end, you can start to kind of a little one-handed, a little free-handed right there. Some people banging the sticks. That's, yeah, you're going to get that monotony of, is it over, is it over, is it over? But we have been cleaning green tonight so far in these preset cup, guys. We saw some couple accidents happen Monday nights from the truck. It's good to be back racing again tomorrow. Join us for the Xfinity. After this, we got the custom guys here. So you know they're joining in. They're already hydrating/dehydrating because it's kind of hard to hit the head in the middle of the race.
Yeah, unfortunately. I have done it though before.
I'm not going to say it on air, but the people who have been in my chat parties know that I have a method that has never failed me yet.
I can relate. Oh, just Ken just hit the apron. Lets the 18 go underneath them. They're going to be 3 wide coming off forward. 21 A-Trout with the 21. Oh, this ain't going to work.
This is going to be oh, there it is. On board with Jake. Yeah. Somebody gets into the wall, comes down, and we were upside down with Jake. He is flying through the air yelling, oh, this is going to hurt real bad.
This is not a track you want to be 3 wide at all.
At any time.
No, it's very narrow. And Patton, I mean, I ain't going to lie. I mean, it all started with Ken. He hit the apron, washed up, let the 18 go, but the 18 didn't have that momentum. The 21 did all 4 and took them 3 wide. I'm sure there's going to be some guys not happy with that, taking them 3 wide down the front stretch.
I just saw it out there in the, being in the broadcast booth, we have access to seeing some of the the text message between the drivers right now. Yes, there is a little temperature rising out there right now here with these preset cup guys. But again, just like everybody else, it's a long race. Why take it 3 wide? Why push it so soon? Why not just milk it until you get to the fourth stage, the last 25 laps, and pounds thin?
Yeah, sometimes just wanting to get to the lead and lead the race kind of overcomes you, even though you've got such a long distance to go. You just want to get out there and kind of prove you got a fast car early on. And I feel like Trout kind of saw that right there, the 3 wide, like the opportunity to make it 3 wide and get to that lead. And that 21 saw the same thing, except down the bottom just couldn't make it stick. Typically here when you get that run, you really got to drive it in underneath somebody. And make it
I don't
stick
think
down the bottom side
That's the old driver in deep and let her eat method.
I don't think Ken realized what happened. I think he's mad at the wrong person. He apparently thought the 18 was at fault there, which he was not.
Yeah, I don't think he saw that the 21 was the 18.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
And speaking of the 18, that is the one and only Mr. Trout. And he's got himself that M&M's Toyota to troll in the field around here tonight. 1 caution so far. Everybody seems to be back in that big pack. We talked about it 1,000 times, and I'm sure we'll talk about it another couple hundred. The time span of this length of this race, your fall off on your tires, the exhaustion level on yourself personally. It gets frustrating towards the end when you may want to take a drink of water. Or, man, you really got to go to the bathroom. What do you do then?
I think there's nothing really you can do. I mean, unless you got a catheter in.
Jake's in the wall.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, that is not a good...
And then he got into the 8, and then Flirt hit the back of the 8. Hopefully he didn't get any damage from that. I imagine Jake got a little bit there. He hit the ball like 2 different times.
Still 2 wide, it looked like back there. Somebody's in the wall. Come on, boom vision up in front.
Yeah, the one and only Quack Humor is sitting in second right behind Trout. A little Toyota Mustang Crime going to try to pull away from the back. Third, fourth, and fifth right now. Can they make it work?
Yeah, not surprised really to see Dark up there. Neither am I with Trout, because Trout had expressed in the team chat that he thinks he's got a really good chance of getting a W here tonight. I hope he does, not just saying that because I'm biased, but because he's on my team, but
oh, you know the rule. There's no biased people out in the booth whatsoever. Go KMS.
Yeah. With that caution, that caution came out a lot earlier than I thought it did. So they're still going to have to pit in this stage. This is only the first stage.
Yeah, long way to go.
I just absolutely love seeing this right now, guys. Obviously driving for Team Noco, but the fact that one and only Coco is in an orange and black and Chevrolet. I love it. Woo-hoo.
Yeah, if you want to get on this good side, that's how you get there. You got a Chevy in, make sure you're orange and black.
Is this his first week in preset, or was that last week?
I think it might have been last week.
I don't remember last week because I was sitting in a hotel in Tennessee.
Oh, that's right. Oh, look at this real quick. Crab Leg right here. He is the new driver for KMS. His first week he had a family mishap, so thoughts and prayers to him making his debut, racing with somebody else on a different team, but these guys have raced quite a bit. I've been there in the middle of it. Crableg and Tackleberry, they work good together. This is Crableg's first race. He's only here for team points, but do you think people who drive in outside leagues or in public lobbies that know each other like these guys do you think they know how to work together, not being in a chat?
Oh, absolutely. Oh man, UK got up there. He had that outside line running, and he got stuck into the wall.
Yeah, they had 4 cars versus 2, and it just proved our point we made earlier with the draft.
Yeah, you can definitely make that middle side work, and these corners can definitely get a huge run. And Big Dane, is that Big Dane in P3? Yes.
Add to your point though, Puddin'. Some of us have been racing together so long, we don't even really need to be in a party to kind of know what the other person's thinking. You get that dynamic going, like me, I don't know, we'll just say the Mo Power Gang. Mo Power.
Mo Power.
For so long. Even most of the guys in this league have been racing together for a long time. with a few additions of new guys here and there. That this is how the racing can get so exciting, is because we all are pretty familiar with each other's tendencies and driving styles. So.
Yeah, we got.
Yeah,
guys
so if
from
I
three
get into the
different
back of
teams.
somebody, I know who's going to send me a nasty message 10 minutes later and a week later buying me a beer, apologizing for what he thought was wrong when it was actually me. Let's not take away too far from our racing this weekend, guys. But I mean, it's happened to me a couple times here now, and with you guys too. I talked with Tatty about it. How awesome is it though that you guys play a game with each other, and you just talked about tendencies, and if you play other games, you know what they're going to do, and then you guys meet up, you go to a race, you hang out, you put a face to that voice. You know what I mean? Like it happened to me this past weekend. You guys last weekend. I got to meet Night King. How cool is that to do? You meet somebody on a video game, and next thing you know, you're drinking beer with them.
Well, hell, I drink beer with them every night. They know that, but no, we had a blast, man. I'm sure you guys did too. I mean, even though we didn't get to really see much racing.
Final chicane back there and facing the wall. Let's see if it.
Yeah, I was on board with him there. That looks like he got a little loose.
Caution is out, and Big Dane is the leader. Oh, that is the second caution tonight.
Hey, you know, caution every now and then, better than every 2 laps.
But yeah, they won't have to pit now after this. Once we go back green.
Yeah, they should be clean and green till the end.
I'll let you know how many laps they're gonna have. I'm thinking it's about to be 25 or 26 to go when we go back green.
Yeah, I feel like things are going to get pretty dicey here when it comes down to the end of the stage. You know, stage points are really valuable. Only having the first 3 finishers in each stage this season getting stage points makes it a little more intense up towards the front.
I just clicked onto him right here. He's been he's been a little bit more, you know, ever since he's joined the league and came over here. Big Jim. We actually met this lad in a different league versus league challenge. He said he wanted to come over and try it. Have you guys noticed the last couple of weeks since he's joined? Not only did he get himself a win, he's always up front. He's looking very clean too at the same time while doing it.
Who are we talking about?
Big Jim. Racing against him in that league versus league, he was really clean, really fast. Yeah. And he's a great addition to the league. You know, taking people away from other leagues isn't that good, but if he came over willingly, you know, that's awesome.
Yeah, he had to do the development and everything, you know, just like everybody else. And he says he enjoys it over here. The last couple of races, some of the things he says. So, I mean, it's awesome we see that going on, too. But people that it's not awesome for is like Jake and UK, because these guys have been numerous times champions over here in Giggity, always towards the front. And now look how much closer. I think our preset cup is our closest division this year in 5, in my opinion, talent level-wise.
I've been preaching that for weeks. There's more talent in this league than probably all of our other leagues. I mean, it's just loaded from top to bottom. I don't know. I think Money Mike forgot to pit there. He started this run off the green, this run up front, but he is now on the back.
I can tell you one thing though, knowing UK and I've been knowing Jake for personally probably about 5 years, we're on 6 years now. Winning means a lot to them, but the competition, I know they both crave competition. So seeing all these new additions coming in, not necessarily new, some of these guys aren't new faces to the league, but just all of the pure talent we've got up here, just proves we got some of the best guys on this game coming in together every week and putting it out all on the line.
I love how it's, you know, it can be vice versa too, but they might race in a different league and they're either rivals over there or they're teammates, or they come over here and then it's vice versa again. It could reverse roles. They might be, you know, the rival or the teammates, but the acclamation against when you get to somebody on a long race, you know, especially at Talladega, you want to give them that bump, you know, give them that little high five in the rearview mirror, like, hey, I'm here.
I understand that. We next time by we'll have 20 to go in stage 1, so get a pillow and a blanket, because
we're gonna have to see who's going to be able to hold on to those right sides going into 3 and 4 if they go the full 20.
I don't know. I'm just telling you right now, I might fall asleep halfway through the custom race.
Well, that'll explain that. So,
yeah. Caliber did say that if I won tonight, he would not wear pants and he would send me a picture. So I'm gonna wreck everybody.
He's putting
Not
his
because
snow.
it's gonna be because I fell asleep.
He's putting the snowplow on the front tonight.
Yes, sir.
Oh, there it is, the one and only. He is now, you guys know him too, the Quack Humor. He calls himself Dark Humor. Used to be Dark Humor. Again, no surprise to see him taking that vehicle up front. He's very good on strategy, and he's not a bad driver at the same time.
Well, our top three now are all in the same chat together, so if they get hooked up, I wouldn't be surprised if they try to, make this the end of the stage by themselves. But that's Big Dane ain't gonna be about that. I will say that, as you can tell. He has, since he's been moved up to Cup, he has had a pretty rough few weeks, so it is nice to finally see him getting up front again, feel a little confidence.
I mean, he's starting to show his true colors, though. He's starting to show he can compete and that he deserves to be up here. I know initially he kind of thought he may be a bit off a little more than he can chew, but he's showing the opposite here.
Yeah, me, him, and Caliber all have raced. We've been racing together for, going on 4 years or so. It used to be hard as hell to beat on Heat 2 and Heat 3.
And do you guys find it too that some people might move up to a Cup car and they think they're very good up there, but truly they're better at maybe an Xfinity car, or somebody who's like, man, I can't drive one of these trucks worth a blankety blank blank bank, but you put him in a Cup car and he's out there in the top 5.
Well, here's the thing. I know a lot of these guys, they race in other leagues, and in these other leagues, they might be, mopping the floor with, the guys in the other league. But like we mentioned, there's so much talent in the Preset Cup Series that, you can't just come in here and start winning races, consistently. Getting a win in this series is tough.
Getting a win in Giggity is impressive.
It don't matter what series.
I still tell you exactly what track I was at. Even everybody knows I travel with my wife. At what track, at what Airbnb we were staying at, what series, and what team I was when I got my first podium, let alone a win. And that was only for 3rd place.
Yeah, I understand that. The talent in the Custom Cup Series as well, it's up there, and just trying to get in the top 5 is a struggle.
Then we got the battle right here for sittings for 2nd and 3rd, 2 Mustangs. That is Duck Humor and Big Jim. Again, we just mentioned him doing real well in his 3 or 4 week debut here. But Country in that 11 car, we always know he's going to be in that 11 car. He's starting to like these guys racing. He's got a 2-car lead out on everybody right now.
Looks like Just Ken got a little loose off 4, got into Trout.
Yeah, Trout took that Roval final chicane right there. They got it all sorted out. This is a track that can provide great racing, like we mentioned earlier. Get the high line going, but you can also see stuff like this where it's just a moving parking lot. People just lined up like you're on the interstate. So
getting into 3 side by side can be tough. You really got to trust that person beside you, especially if you're the outside car and you got someone underneath you. You got to just pray that they're going to let up, because that's where we see a lot of issues at this track. We haven't really seen it too bad tonight, but that potential is always there on the restarts. If someone shoves you going into 3 and you're on the bottom, that person's going to wash up. And Big Jim's going to take the lead here.
Yeah, I was just going to say, makes a move to the inside of Country Caliber. Both those guys went through 3 and 4 without touching each other. Here comes Quack trying to make a move to the inside. Just kidding right there. A-Trout also.
Oh!
Everybody trying to battle hard.
Trout always feels bullied.
That was a great move by the 32, though. He put it in there and it stuck. Kept it down off the 11, but the 11 putting it back down under him now.
And I like that new paint scheme. Not a Denny fan, but everybody knows I like a little bit more orange. That is to change that to a Chevrolet, but that would be a cool looking 11 car right there.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of similar kind of bland Denny Hamlin paint schemes, so I think they deserve to give us another one. FedEx, man, call them out. They need to put out a different paint scheme in real life. We need something here.
Marketing Bruce, you have to change image every 9 to 11 years. I think it's been 50, guys. Change your colors. Yeah. But yeah, 88 right there. That's UK pushing the 11, and here's Duck right behind him too. Big Jim holding that Mustang to the outside, Ford to the inside. Big Jim by himself holding it. Still no contact. Double Y going through 1 and 2 down the backstretch, guys.
Big
Yeah, I'm
Jim's
really
doing a hell of a job holding it up
Yeah.
there by himself. He don't have any
He's
help.
up there
He's doing a
alone.
good job.
And there's 3 cars hooked up on the bottom. Now UK hopping up on the outside with Big Jim. And it looks like Dark's
This
gonna
is
hop up there,
racing.
too.
Yeah,
Oh,
this
yeah.
is good racing. Well, we got Trout and Jake behind this group. If they work together with all the racing that they're doing up front, them guys should be able to catch them.
Caliber
for
back to the inside of UK. Sorry, go ahead there, Nuka.
Oh no, I was just gonna say that yeah, with these guys getting so racy up here, is adding to Dylan's point that they're definitely gonna catch.
But it's kind of hard to call. You want to call it, but then you're still memorized. Again, this is how these guys can hold on to it here. One of our premier cups, Cup Series and Giggity Racing guys. UK now makes a move to the lead with Caliber giving him a push. Big Jim still making that Mustang work on the high side. Caliber gets a little loose, pulls up to the back. No, he goes back to the 88. Big Jim by himself. 2 car draft, 3 cars right behind him. The top 6 is crazy, y'all.
Yeah, Big Jim
And this is
doing a
just the first
great
stage.
job.
Yeah, right?
Just the first stage. Yep, the more time these guys spend side by side, you notice the more cars creeping up onto this battle. So, hope sometimes you gotta know when to hold them, know when to fold them. Maybe one of them lets off and falls in behind, so they can regain that lead that they had. But it doesn't seem like they're gonna be doing that anytime soon.
Inching back and forth, there's a Chevrolet and a Mustang, a Toyota. That is the top 3. Doing a little bit of the boom vision right now. UK is now to the lead. Big Jim backs off just a little bit, and that puts Caliber in the second. Just Ken is still up here in this battle, too. Trying to get there. There's the 18. He's falling off. That is a Trout. The 21 now moves up to second. The draft really working for these guys, man. Look at them use it and slingshot around when need to.
Yeah, you can really play leapfrog with the lead here because of how draft dependent it is. It's making for some good racing so far, but being in the lead, you kind of feel like you worked so hard for it, and then you're just a sitting duck. Second, third place, kind of in that catbird seat.
There we go. That's my fault. Look at this. Now see him right there. Quack has moved back behind Just Ken. Just couldn't get underneath him. Now that'll probably switch forward back and forth going into the corner back here too. Who's going to high-low each other? Who's going to keep up with each other on the high side and make them work? A little bit of contact with Big Dane and Big Jim. No harm, no foul right there. He barely touched it just because the cars move up on these old tires. Still going to hold it down there though.
Yeah, and worn tires getting loose off of 4 is a big problem. More so if you're in a higher slider, obviously. But we're starting to see it come into play now.
Next time around, it'll be 3 to go.
Yeah, 3 to go here in the stage. UK, a new player to this race so far, but not this season. Up front, the 11 of Country Caliber, possibly pantsless, running in second.
Hopefully.
Another NRG car running third, and Duck Humor in fourth. That's a toss-up for fifth.
No kidding, man. There's a bunch of them. They caught up in a hurry. Now this is a big old line back there.
Yeah, that's starting to look like the presidential election back there for 5th place.
Oh, wait a minute. We're not allowed to talk about politics right now.
Alright, that's my final.
This is where, again, you guys run customs. I've now gone to customs, but I've worked so much on my car that when I go to a preset, sometimes in just fun lobbies with my friends, I forget actually what preset happens. Some of these guys are great with presets and customs, vice versa. Who do you think would actually be better at a custom than they are here sitting in a preset?
I mean, out of the guys in here that I do know, like I've raced with for a while, I know Caliber. He has custom setups for every track, and he can run them.
Dark Humor is another one I've ran
Yeah.
customs with him. I've ran customs with Jake in the past. I'm trying to think of other guys in here that
Mike,
ran
I mean,
custom
obviously
setups. Yeah,
Mike
Buddy
can run
Mike.
customs. Whoa! Who's in the wall? Is that the
That was Duck smacked it. The Duck just quacked the wall.
big time.
That's what made me look back, because we're still on board with country. You were just talking about him making a run right there on
This is
UK.
it.
Big Dane's going to the
Him.
inside.
I think
That
that
was
was
the end of the
finish
stage.
for the stage right there. That was a hell of a
That was a drag race.
to the finish right there.
Caliber gets the stage win, UK P2, Big Dane P3. And Patton got himself back up to 4th, Jake 5th, Big Jim 6th.
Now they get to do it all over again.
Yeah,
and again
more times. And it's already 7:38. This race is at least another hour.
You know, there's another game out there. I know some of us have all played and everything. They actually have an option if everybody else has it. It's a sports car game. I would love to do an endurance race, an actual endurance race with 4 to 5 others at the 24 Hours of Daytona or Le Mans or one of the actual races like that. I think that would be sweet. Split it amongst 5 people in 5 states and go out there and have fun.
Yeah, nah, I'd be down. I love road course racing.
I think you know what I'm talking about, Nuka. Like I said,
I think I know.
I just don't want to get sued because we're on air, but we're gonna I'm a little delayed tonight. We got them racked and stacked here. Country Caliber, Big Dang gonna be the guys already dicing up front. Look at that. Turns 1 and 2 always hard to go through. It doesn't matter what track or customs or preset. Everybody gets a little twitchy there at NRG.
Didn't look like the high side fired off too well there. It worked out for Country. Now he's got his teammate behind. And another familiar face for them, or at least the NRG team, the More Power Gang. They got Wildcats in their third.
I was watching Jake's stream towards the end of the first stage, and I know Patton, he was not afraid to shove his nose underneath somebody going in 3.
The guys on the high side, you know, you can back that corner up, especially if you're on a wheel, not overturn it, but it will cost you time until, you know, the tires start to fare off and those guys can't run that line. Is it a benefit to them now to know how to run that second lane?
Well, you could get the car set up to run up there. I mean, not like Iowa, where you can definitely set the car up to run the top of the track the whole way around. But
And ding, 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 I just want to right now, this is the first time we are doing this tonight. You mentioned the magic word of Giggity Preset Cup Race. You know what you win by saying the word Iowa?
what?
You win a 25-minute test session with your best friend, Blakey T!
I'm gonna pass.
What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do with
go
it?
for on eBay? Can I sell that on eBay?
You only get to keep 75% of whatever you sell it for on eBay.
All right, sounds good. I hate it here.
Now I feel like I have finally made broadcast history because I finally got him to say that. I have not been able to be
like
told.
A real thing?
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, I know he's down to go to Iowa at all times.
Oh no! Oh that? Oh, I don't know. We'll have to just talk off air. Let me get my promoter involved.
Oh.
I am out here in Vegas.
For the first time all night, the 32, Big Jim, I don't know what happened, but he fell way back.
Yeah, with it going single file, if you get stuck out on the high line right now, nobody wants to go with you. I think you're going to go straight to the back.
But not simply, you know, I mean, I'm sure he's trying to stay out of everybody's way, but just simply not trying to race him. Maybe he's trying to save a little bit, too, knowing that his car's mishandling and hoping that he can hang on to it a little bit later on in the run.
Yeah, that's a possibility, too. I like
Because you can't win races, you can't win stages if you're not at the front. How are you going to be in the front when you're in the grandstands, in the wall, or in the pits?
That is true, yeah. Big Dane out there swapping the lead, and now he's his teammate. Got a 2-car length lead. Looking pretty good. Looking
Sorry.
out in the chat, we got Bulldog Motorsports out there. That's a new name I've never seen out there before. Saying what's up. We got McLovin out there, Pa Bear, Wide Open, Hunty.
Trash?
Sean.
Trash is out there, yeah. Yeah, big shout out to Bulldog. He's got a lot of friends that know, he knows some people that racers in here too, so it's great to see him out there.
Oh, just Ken, man, he just cut the nose off of 19. That's the, seen that now a few times. Somehow that won't be his fault, I guarantee that.
It's not very many times I get to be up here with NRG, but when it is, you got your Mo Power guys, well I got my one Ohio person, alright? So let me have that there, Nuka.
Yeah. Yeah.
One of these days I am just going to show up at Port, what do they call it, John Clint International now, and I'd be like, hey buddy, I'll wait an hour and a half, I need you to come get me, and he'll be like, huh?
I'll make it an hour and 10.
Yeah, I've
You
seen
really
him
wanna
drive
get-
on the highway. It's possible.
No, that's Money Mike. Money Mike.
Thank you! The night that I rode with Money Mike, I was sitting there praying to somebody I didn't know I prayed to.
Yeah,
Like-
Money Mike can get you somewhere quick. You
We
make
had
a
to get to the
tremendous
airport.
career of being a taxi driver.
We had to get to the airport to pick up D. Smith, and like we're like literally like maybe 5-10 minutes away from the airport where we were staying, and
You made it
I'm
there,
like, well,
too.
how soon do you think that we need to like? How soon do you think we need to leave? And Mike's just like, tell him to let us know when he lands. So as soon as he texts us and says that he lands, like, we even stalled. Like we grabbed a few road sodas and hopped in the truck, and next thing you know, we're doing like 120 down the freeway in his truck. And then we get to like the airport, and like he's hauling ass through the airport gate. Like it was hilarious. I was not expecting that, but man, and I tell you, you ever get a chance to go party with Money Mike, do it.
You got to party with Money Mike. The second time he came out to Texas, he's like, I'm hungry. I'm like, okay. He's like, but I need a headset first. So we go to Best Buy and they bring him everything. He's like, that shit's trash. And he just walks away and he's like, let's go over here. So he gets one. Money Mike's driving and it starts downpouring and I can't see anything. And him and his truck's over there doing power brakes and burnouts at stoplights and puddles, throwing water and rocks behind people, yelling that he drives for Team No-Co. That's all he kept saying.
Yeah, you get a couple road trips into Mike. You can do some magical things in a truck. On the
But you-
highway,
parking
back
lot.
road.
I loved hanging out with Mike. He was straight, genuine, great ass dude right there. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh man, me and
Just
him woke up Sunday morning.
don't sit in his
and
truck.
Yeah.
We're sitting at Whataburger Monday morning, man, and me and Mike just like, yeah. I was like, I was kind because we were gonna head from Whataburger up to the track, and I'm kind of glad that we didn't. I'm kind of glad that we kept going because I wouldn't have been able to. I wouldn't have made it through the day at the track had they been racing Monday. I was gonna come. Oh, someone just ate that.
Oh, I was trying to see who that was.
Ooh, 88 through the grass. Private path.
Oh,
up
that
to the
who it
point
was.
now.
I'm sure UK's not happy about that.
You hate to see it. UK been having some rough races recently. Contact coming from teammates and not teammates. Surprisingly.
Oh, go back to your story though. I want to hear that. I love stories.
Oh, the whole time we were there was a story.
That's the best type of time.
There's certain things that
The
I'm
ones
not gonna
you,
speak
the
up
ones
on
there's no you know, physical photo proof, but they're all clicked off in your memory. Those are the best kind.
Yeah, most of the trip cannot be spoken of live on air. So
Hey,
we'll save that for
hey,
another time.
what happens in
For legal
Texas?
reasons, stays in Texas.
No, what
I just-
happens in Texas does not end up on a giggity broadcast.
I was just
That
upset because I just got out to Vegas like a month ago, and all y'all go within 2.5 hours of where I was at.
Wow.
You guys just knew when I
Okay.
left Texas. That's all it was. You're like, haha, the coast is clear.
At least, hey, if you were down there, we'd have had another friend that wouldn't bail on us. Cough, cough. Get the 20 car. I mean, the IT car.
Oh yeah, I would have been in it till in there like swimwear, buddy.
Yeah, we could have had another guy to tee off on the putting green up on the putt-putt course.
Oh yeah, that's right. You need
Surf
another left-handed
popular.
guy. For those of you
Insert
who have
popular
played golf with me, I am left-handed. But anyways,
Sitting through the field, and I see Mike. He's back here in the back all by himself. So I don't know. He called one of these go-kart places on Saturday, and he wanted him to close the place down so we could go go-karting all night. And they pretty much said no. And he's like, "Well, what if I told you we're fast?" He's not showing much speed tonight here in Charlotte.
what if I told you we were fast?
Yeah,
That's
he
some
tried
quick
throwing,
thinking. That is some
They tried-
sneaky thinking.
throwing out that he's a fake semi-professional race car driver online. They didn't really fall for that.
Oh, well, when I was on cruises, I used to tell everybody I drove ARCA because I know nobody who watched NASCAR actually watched ARCA. I did it once on a cruise. I mean, for 7 days on a cruise, you can be whoever you want. You can just escape everything.
Yeah,
Well,
like my uncle back in the day, before he passed away, he looked a little like Jeff Gordon, so he'd throw his glasses down up in the stands, put a Jeff Gordon jacket on, and ask people if they want to buy raffle tickets for his Corvette. Quite a lot of people believed he was Jeff Gordon.
Man, we got teammates battling hard for first, and they're getting.
Meanwhile,
I mean,
that
they're
21 car's gone.
Some lady asked me one night, though, she was like, well, where are you originally from? And anybody who's ever seen me, I've always got cowboy boots, blue jeans, cut-off T-shirt, and my hair all pulled back. I was like, where I'm from, Moseville, Texas. Come to find out, there is a Moseville, Texas. So I was like, well, shit, I don't know what I'm doing now. I'm just going to keep rolling with it.
We're getting to a point in this stage where they could pit and go the rest of the way. With all this pack racing, I think I'm just going to run it out of fuel. I don't want to get trapped a lap down.
Yeah, backing out of the corners, being in the draft, that'll help save you in the long run.
We got
just
Carl in the wall. Who did he get into it with?
I don't know. I just saw something. I don't know if that car got
I'm pretty
loose.
sure that was
Crab
Jake.
Leg. Crab Leg might have just got shoved down pit lane.
The 20 just ended up in the outside wall.
Yeah, he made some contact with the 18. I don't know if the 18's a lap down or if he's on the lead lap trying to get his lap back.
Rub-Bottom says I sound like a sick mule. Well, I feel like a sick mule, buddy.
Yeah, don't forget, everybody out in the chat, use code RUB on them.
It'll charge you an extra 150.
If you know, you know. That's all I'm going to say about that one.
Was there no caution for that?
No, there wasn't. And the
Typical
forcing
NASCAR,
on the
man.
pit.
If there was a dead fly on the track, there would have been a debris caution, but I don't know about that one.
I understand a draft influx is cool, but first and foremost, you guys hear me say it all the time, get the stuff works that you said you're going to promote. Like, where's our clicker? We don't even have the scroller at the top. Something else, why is it the one car can smack a wall and cause a caution, but 3 cars like that don't on a relaxed? Put the cautions on a slider scale so you can influx what does what. Put it on a slider scale from a 1 to a 5.
Well, look, man, they fixed the tire glitch for a second time, so they at least did that.
Oh yeah, it only took what, a month? Yeah, one step at a time. Heat 7 will be out before this, and there's not even going to be another Heat series apparently.
Yeah, it don't matter what it is. We're all going to buy it. We're going to be playing it.
That's
We're all
facts.
gonna buy it, whether it moves in a positive or negative direction. Hopefully it moves in a positive direction. We're going to have more people moving over to iRacing. Cobb, Pendle.
I've always wanted to try the iRacing, but They don't have flat track motorcycles on there, so I wouldn't win at anything.
Yeah, somewhere D. Smith is marking down his tally for his 832nd day of hearing iRacing mentioned.
Well, that's about how many times you mentioned Waffle House on our trip from Cincinnati, Ohio to Texas.
Wait a minute. I've been saying Waffle House every 10 minutes. Pecan waffle, double hash brown, double ham, double onion. Let's go with double bacon, well done. Eat it right now.
I can't say that I personally dined at a Waffle House, but in my 13-hour drive with NRG and my brother, I think I saw about 300 Waffle House locations from Ohio to Texas.
If you don't know, then you don't know. I mean, the Waffle House is like the Walmart of Waffle Houses.
I've never eaten there sober. I probably wouldn't. But there was one right.
You know what? Most of what I just, I can actually agree with that
sober.
too. But it's so good though.
Well, it's good. It's good. It's good drinking
Being from
food.
the Northeast, though, we only have Denny's and IHOP up here.
And both of those for rich people.
We should be seeing takers. Yeah, everyone's signaling now that they're gonna pit. Like I said, it should.
Yeah, I saw the 4 car dive down a little early, possibly. Well,
Let's see how good they get on here.
Rub on him says hash brown smothered and covered.
Oh, he likes the chili on there. He likes.
7 cars coming down pit lane.
I will give anybody a $5 bill. I will send it to them if they know the name without Googling in it. What the name of the chili from Waffle House is? Whose chili? I'll even say it's that. It's somebody's name. Whose chili? That is. Malbear's got her questions. This is my one random question. I love Malbear's fun facts, by the way, but this is Puddin's random fact for $5. Do not Google it.
You know something's they're already Googling it.
I know it.
Yeah, this is what we're hearing.
Is it bad that I don't have to Google it? Because I've probably eaten so much of it in my life.
If you're a frequent...
There's a Waffle House song on the jukebox. If you go in and play it, they have to do a dance. Does nobody know about that either?
I did not know that.
I did not know that.
Yes, it's actually called the Waffle House song, and if it comes on, it is the best 50 cents you can spend. Especially when they're busy and they got a line of 30 people out there. They gotta stop and do it. Oh, come on. Apparently my sense of humor is a little bit different than other people's.
Oh, I was thinking... I kind of zoned out for a second. I was trying to figure out who our leader is, but...
Because between the Dayquil and NyQuil mix that I've taken today...
Yeah, you're probably a little loopy. You know, a little different. Yeah, Duck Humor is our leader.
Quack is out front. For Never Heard of Her Motorsports.
I'm gonna hit the restroom real quick, boys. I'll be back.
Thanks, buddy. I'll let President Trump know, and he'll write you into the book.
Thank you.
He is still out front. This is what states, dude. They still got another 2 full stages with more strategy and trying to stay out of trouble in them.
This is the longest night for Giggity.
The wannabe not actual all-star races. Because remember, we used to do that. We used to do all-star races. And it's a lot of work to do that every week, though. So it's nice to have that off, too.
Yeah, that week we had off a couple weeks ago was nice.
I'm not going to lie to you. I took it and vegged out.
Oh, I'm sure. I don't think I hardly opened up this game over the course of 2 weeks.
Right, yeah. I played a couple other things, but it was just nice to, I mean, with her contract getting canceled and everything has really put us in a very bad situation, but just be able to have a cup of coffee with her in the morning or talk to her, hang out just a little bit because of that, you know, at the same time. Last week was... We went to our pool quite a bit just to decompress a little bit.
Well, I tell you what, just be glad you can go to a pool, because Sunday here it was like It didn't even get above 30 here in Ohio on Sunday,
And
and then today it was like 70. So
and then somebody said there's that white stuff coming out of the sky the other day too. But yeah, if you don't like the weather in
yeah,
Ohio, literally wait a minute.
it will change, especially this time of year. But
Yeah.
that happened a lot of places. It did. I did see some snow coming down midday Sunday. It didn't last. It didn't stick. I did see. I looked out my window. And I seen some white stuff, and I'm like, "Well, this is whack."
They're talking out here in Vegas, starting Sunday till Thursday. They're going to start calling it uncomfortable temperatures, anywhere from the 50s to the 60s. Yeah, I don't know how I felt about that. I was like, is that really cold, cold, cold? Or am I going to be like, I mean, well, obviously being from Ohio, I know what's going on too. So I'm like, maybe I'll deal with 50, 60.
I wouldn't even be mad. I'm sitting here and following Duck, and he had a huge lead, but the 21 and the 32, they're coming, and they're on fresher tires. Duck, he pitted 4 or 5 laps before these guys, so.
So the private and Big Jim trying to catch that other Ford Mustang down right there. Again, fresh tires, using a draft. They probably have his draft now too. What's he going to do? Do you think he's going to fight him for it or make them at least work for it?
He's going to make them work the outside. I see that already. They're not going to get him here, but they're going to have a run. Oh, Patton's going to get underneath them. Seen that move a few times.
Wow, he got off of that on old tires very well. That's the point where you get loose.
Yeah, that's also going to help Country Caliber and A-Trout catch back up to these two. So
Big Jim just made a move. Can't get him cleared quite yet, but that might push. There it is. It is now. Yeah. Duck Humor back to third. Who's going to hold that line? I think Big Jim did a good job of not cutting his nose up there, giving a little bit of room, but the 21 and 32 have worked well to get this far. Do you think they're going to let the 4 work with them, or are they going to try to break away from them?
I don't think the 4 is going to be able to hang too long being on older tires, but there's 7 to go. So, I mean, he's going to want to definitely try to maintain third and get them stage points. If Calver and Trout get to him, I think he'll try to make him work the outside just like he did the 32 and the 21, but we'll see.
The one and only Private, he has himself a couple wins. He's got himself some stage wins here also in Giggity Racing. Again, Big Jim won his first night out, and I think Dark Humor's got himself a cup or two, doesn't he? So these guys all know no stranger to victory lane in Giggity Racing, but they have to use other people in the draft to help there and their own strategy and get those both to work.
Our 5-car breakaway.
Yep. I think Caliber and Trout's got the back of Duck, and I think Duck's got Big Jim in the 32, so those guys have a sniff of that draft. That's going to reel them in real quick. That's going to change the aspect of things now, too.
Well, I know them guys that got caught up in the wrecks, a couple laps before we had pit stops, Big Dane, UK, few of them guys at this point, they're just gonna hope to stay on the lead lap. I think they're gonna be all right here. Definitely don't want to get trapped lap downs. We have had some green flag racing now. I know we had a couple cautions in the first stage. I don't think we had any in this stage.
Not so far, no. We've been clean and green here.
Oh, I don't know why I mentioned that. Every time I mention cautions in the booth, dude, there's always one that happens like immediately.
Hey, it's all right. I mean, not for them, but and you just said it. Quack hits the wall too. No caution though.
Trout got into a little bit there.
Wow, he pancaked the living life out of that right side. Do a little on board with him. Yeah, well, you can see down the right side of that car. It didn't like that. Wall and car, I think they got divorced after that kiss already. In our view, that was bad.
Yeah, I think so. Now we got a 2v2. I don't know if Caliber and Trout are going to have enough time to get up there. got
Maybe
slow car on
not.
the
I
back
don't know.
stretch. We got leaders coming up. Is that Money Mike?
I think it is in that.
I think it is Mike in the 9.
Oh,
They're side by side for the lead. Is this the last lap?
Messaging has worked for me, even though I am not feeling good today. I know I probably couldn't eat it, but damn, some chicken wings sound good for probably the next couple days then.
All right, Calvin and Trout are going to get up here with the leaders. They're racing side by side.
Oh, then 32 makes a move to the inside of the 21. Lap traffic coming up there. And he's going to get around him. He might have used that 9 as a pick.
That was the end of the stage, so.
Big Jim with a big power move. Wow.
Big Jim, Private Pat, and Country Caliber, 1, 2, 3 here. A-Trout 4th. And I think that's going to trap Money Mike a lap down. Well,
he should be the first one down. They just got around him, right?
Yeah, I think he's the only one a lap down. Yeah, he is the only one a lap down. Actually, no, he's not. There's someone. Money Mike's in 13th, and we have 14 cars in here. Oh, it's Pro's in 14th, so Mike will get his lap back here.
I love that paint scheme, and I love that product. Can we say Hooters on air? I like eating Hooters.
Oh, dude, Monday nights with Napa Phantom 24 week, me and D and Delgatro, we definitely talked about Hooters all night. You know,
fried pickles.
Oh yeah, I mean we got a place here called Frickers, and it's like
yeah, you got a
Hooters,
Frickers. That's the same thing as Roosters. The Frickers family and the Roosters family own the exact same thing. So if you got that, you know exactly what I'm talking about when I say Roosters. The brothers own them. The big, thick, meaty wings, the butter-based sauces.
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
NRG would know something about Twin Peaks down in Texas, but I think he might have been asleep. For that.
No, I had to think about that for a second too. Yeah, that was a thing that wasn't for me.
Yeah, Money Mike. Yeah, we went to Twin Peaks too that day. That was the second time I'd been there. They have very good chicken wings. Love their burgers.
Yeah,
and the
third phone number of the day picked up by Money Mike at Twin Peaks.
And the you know, everything else isn't there as bad as either too. You know, like the atmosphere, great atmosphere.
All right, Just Ken just put 2 guys in the wall there. Big Dane after recovering after whatever happened to him there. He ended up staying on the lead lap, so I'm sure he's probably not happy with somebody. And
I got a 4-car breakaway up here in the front. Patton, Big Jim, who we have been talking about all night. UK and Pantsless Racer.
yes,
fourth.
UK also definitely recovered nicely after his mishap. And Dark Humor's going to give the 47 a little touchdown. I don't know if it was intentional, but something tells me it might have been, because 47 has been racing some of these guys pretty rough.
Tempers flaring farther back in the pack right now.
Sorry about that, guys. I had to step away for a minute.
I think, oh, I was recording the whole time.
I just switched back there. Was there some bumping and banging?
Yeah, I think we got a couple guys in here that aren't happy with each other. I've been kind of seeing it throughout the race. Been a couple of repeat offenders so far this race, but
those are the worst. Those are the worst.
We'll see what happens.
Private Patton making a move to the inside of Big Jim. UK to the outside, and Country, that is your top 4. And again, something that Jake is starting to see a little bit more of this year, something he's not used to seeing a lot of, and that's bumpers and rear windows in his front windshield. Sounds like a good night too, doesn't it?
A little bit of I'm enjoying a nice hot pocket right now. Not sponsored, by the way, but
not sponsored.
Battling going on up towards the front allowed Jake and Big Jim to catch up. And with them being side by side right now, it could allow that pack of 4 or 5 cars back there to catch up as well. Things could get even more, I'll say, double dicey.
You're eating a Hot Pocket? I gotta go see if I got Hot Pockets, because if not, since I'm not feeling too hot, I was gonna try some of my pudding and patented pancakes tonight. Something light and fluffy. For all of your pancake needs across the United States, 48 hours shipment, and course free. Depending upon how warm you want them when you get there, you just let me know. Patented pudding's patented pancakes for you right now. Back to the race, Jim.
Yeah, triple P's. Feel good going down the old gullet.
Man, so do a few Budweisers, but man, I tell you what, they haven't tasted the same since being in Texas.
3 wide, up towards the front.
Speaking of which, I'll be right back. I need to grab a couple.
Jake making a move. These guys starting to get a little dicey up here.
Oh yeah, Jake never one to back down, not afraid to put his nose in there and try to make a pass. Try to show these guys that he means business up here tonight.
Yeah, he wants to let everybody else know he can still wheel one of these cars. But, you know, Jake could be getting one of those situations where he could be like the Jimmy Johnson of NASCAR. He came, he won, he's old, he's on his way out. Could that be happening? I'd hate to see that because I like seeing Jake race.
Yeah, I mean, I've known him for about 5 years. I hope not. He puts a lot of time and effort into this, and I think it's just, I don't think it's a loss of talent or falling off. I think that he's still got everything, and he's probably better. But with the sheer amount of talent in this league, you're not seeing the pure domination that he used to have before.
Just makes you want to work harder, huh?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Big Dane's making a move on the inside of Jake right now, as we were just talking about that. Jake and UK, they've raced with each other for teammates and know each other for a long time too. Can they make something happen against the ultimate teammates who are trying to work together to get around Team Noco? Did any of that make sense? Because in my head, it definitely did.
I'll give it to you.
Thanks, bud. I tried.
Yeah, well, those guys battling back there, though, it's allowing the 11 and the 21 to pull away a little bit. Are we in stage 3?
3.
Or still
Yep.
stage 2? Stage 3.
And we still got one more of these things to go.
Yeah, then me and NRG here gotta hop in our virtual cars.
Yeah, you guys got to take the ties off and put your suits on.
I'm not wearing a suit. I'm going commando.
You know what? As everybody knows, Night King came out here the other night. On Halloween night, you know what I thought about doing? I really honestly thought about walking down the strip in nothing but an American flag man thong on Halloween.
That'd be hot.
We now have to bump this live stream up to rated R.
What? No, I'm just saying. How many people think I should have done it? And how many people think I did a good thing? I mean, the chances of me going to jail were really slim, though, because you should see some of what the other people wear. I just wanted to do it to see if I can make $10.
I'm not going to say I wouldn't like to see it, but I think the majority of the people in the YouTube chat probably, they're probably going to tell you no.
Well,
but
it happens.
You got my support 100%.
Thank you, Betty. Thank you.
Yeah, I got you.
Let's not take away from the sport of these guys racing each other. Oh, Country gets a little loose. Jake's underneath his teammate. Big Jim tailman and private. Big Dane, all holding. They were all trying to dice it up a little bit.
Did anybody agree to start the customers? I'll do it.
You got it?
Yeah.
Well, don't make them wait for too long, because we still got ourselves a long way to go here in the presets.
Oh no, we're not gonna get it. We're not doing it now. Taddy just wanted to know if anyone agreed to.
Who?
Dad.
Who? Never heard of her.
Yeah. Well, he just wanted to make sure.
Never heard of Shim. Oh, wait, guys, I got this phone call. I'll be right back. It's just instantaneous. No, Taddy, again, out there dealing with some of that weather. He won't be able to make the race tonight. His job is saying, hey, we got too much to do because of this stuff, man. 2020 has not been a great year, and then you want to bring the 2020 weather into it? I mean, that's like doubling down on bad luck.
Yeah, they're definitely winning in hurricane season down there. Louisiana is.
This definitely hasn't been a good year for the planet Earth. They definitely have not. They're just gonna have to. Earth's just gonna have to take the L this year.
Just chalk it up to it. I mean,
I hate it here.
I mean, what happens what happens when we have, you know, we've had World War I, World War II. What happens when we have Civil War II here in America? Odds coming up in the next 72 hours.
I don't know. I'm gonna be here probably in the booth tomorrow night. I'll probably race the developmental race this Friday night. I'm just not gonna care.
Hey, you know what? I'll be there tomorrow night too. Can you remind us on what track, what series that is?
Are you talking about tomorrow night's Xfinity races? Wait, you're gonna be in the booth tomorrow night for Xfinity races?
I'm gonna be racing in the Xfinity race.
Oh, duh. Wait, that's a good question. I can find out though. That I can. I want to say that.
Indy Roval?
It's the Roval. It's the Indy Road Course.
Oh no! Why?
Oh, alright.
No, you just said Indy Road Course. It makes me not. That makes me want to puke.
Well, something we should bring to our attention now. All series are able to race there. Now, there's this thing. Going into turn 1, and you make that left-hander coming down the backstretch right there on the infield. There's some chicanes there. Just because you go below it and it doesn't dock you doesn't mean that that is not cheating. Anybody in Giggity Racing, this has been brought up, you have to make sure that your left side tires hit that chicane. If not, you will be getting docked points.
I mean, what is drunk? You know, what is cheating?
What is cheating? Well, look at the top of the leaderboards and then look at the people who aren't on it.
It's definitely going to be hard to... Oh,
I mean, everybody's really going to have to like broadcast, because the broadcasters are going to be on every car, right? So how are you going to prove it to everybody else? Well, get your phones ready or know how to use your PlayStation, because that's the only way you're going to catch people deep in the field.
Yeah, it's going to be hard for police for sure, but, you know, just people being honest.
I mean, there's two parts of the track where, like, I feel like you should just be able to, like, go, just because I feel like if you don't, it's going to cause a lot of issues. And, I mean, yeah, these guys have known that they're going to do it now for a few weeks. But, I don't know, man. Like, with that being a new track out of the game, that's...
Well, everybody knows that there's people who like... Some people like to turn right and some people don't. Everybody knows I'm not super great, but I love to do it. I even talked with Nuka about this one night. As soon as I heard about it, again, I'm not trying to get us sued. There's another video game out there, the second version of it. It's sports car based. I went out there and just drove the track, just to know the track. Obviously, sports cars and NASCAR is going to drive different. I just wanted to know for my own personal recognition, because I was stoked it was coming over.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice. It's something fresh to the game, to the series. So, I mean, it's nice, but It's tough. It's really tough to get around. I mean, you got the guys who just are really good at road courses. We know tomorrow night Hunty will be really good there.
He'll be trash there like normal.
He'll
DP
be
in
calling
there,
one.
for sure.
Yeah, he'll be hitting a PB. But I don't know. I'm not looking forward to it next week. And typically the road course weeks I do kind of look forward to. They're fun. It's a change of pace. We're starting to see some guys signaling to make their pit stops. I just hope tomorrow, hopefully, you guys have some smooth races.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of the Cup guys are going to be watching it just to see how things pan out. Try to steal strategy from the Xfinity
Well, it
guys.
won't be hard. All you got to do is look for that number 6 all orange Whataburger from Knievel Motorsports. You just look for me in that 5th spot. That's all you got to look for. Country Caliber likes getting pushed by Big Jim right here because they have no trouble behind them either. They are saving, they are working together, and they are pulling away from 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th, guys.
Yeah,
As we
that's
got a
the
little
smart thing.
detoured there, didn't we? We got a little detoured.
Where everyone's going to have to pit within the next 2 laps, give or take.
Or is it? This is the 3rd stage, right?
Yeah. Oh, Pat and Rex getting on the pit road.
Jake's on pit road, and Pat is making that WW flirt. Chris Jansen right there. Great to see him out there.
He'd like to have a few questions.
Why are you leaving? Why are you walking out the back door? Guys! Muddy Mike, still trying to figure out how to go this fast in a Chevrolet. He's a Ford guy. We all know that, you know. Look, he just went on pit lane and plowed through somebody. Apparently he doesn't even know how to get into his pit spot.
I think he's ready to get this one over with and go to iRacing after the race.
I would
We
love
might see Road Soda Mike a couple iRacing lobbies after.
I love iRacing. I would love to do iRacing. I wish I could do iRacing, but traveling circumstances for me right now. I can't put racing before my wife anymore. I did that for the last 15 years, alright?
Yep, we can see Puddin in the permanent doghouse in the very near future.
Yeah.
Starts iRacing.
Yeah. I've been in some temporary ones. I do not need to be in the permanent one, though. That would be bad. Especially while I'm in Vegas. I haven't even got a chance to get questioned by the police yet, and I'm...
Grandma told me she
Oh,
stayed
I like Caliber's chances here for this stage between him and Big Jim because Trout put a few laps sooner. Trout is the leader, and Caliber just came off pit road, and he's already all over him. Trout's just going to let him go by here. He knows he's got a couple lap older tires. We've seen that in the 2nd stage, too.
Yeah, you don't want to potentially ruin your good stage finish here trying to fight for the win because he's in 3rd, so he's still going to get points regardless.
Now, he's in 3rd for now, but about a 2.5 seconds back, you got Duck Humor and Jake drafting together. And they just came off pit road with fresh tires, too.
You know what I would do? Just send it.
The sender bot.
Oh. Yeah, she was texting me today because I texted her last night. And she didn't.
Yeah, Dean Clavitt, we all knew who that is, because he's the only person who gets parked by himself more than he does by anybody else more than his wife. He's the triple most parked for person in the world, Dean Clavitt, El Parco.
Yeah.
You know, right
I
there, if I
definitely-
could just repeat that again, that was an intro. That was awesome. That was an intro.
That was some
I'd
rough
hate to have
stuff.
to pay his parking tickets because he's got a handful of them.
If he had his own little cartoon split second, like 20-second, ha ha ha, right there, I just did the intro. How do I do it again? He's here, he's there. We call him El Parco. All you got to do is go in. Give me another minute to work on that part.
As D would say, take two.
Take two, that's right. Oh, Mick Lubman out there saying that's Mick Stacks. Haha, there's my Mick buddy. The only person who likes to take more pickle than... Well, we'll leave that one off air.
Oh, Puddin', have you ever had pickle beer?
Pickle beer? No. I've had
right.
I've had a shot of Jameson and a shot of pickle juice.
I'm not sure what was worse that I had on the trip. Now, Kurtwin showed up to the track Sunday, and he brought a 6-pack of this, like, pickle beer. And it tasted just like pickle juice, but it was beer, and it was weird.
Yeah, it'll sneak up on you. There's no alcohol taste to it.
I love pickles and I love beer, but the two, I don't think they go together. And the other thing on the trip that don't go together is pickles and Slim Jims.
Oh.
Whoever thought of that, no. Just don't. Don't think anymore.
Nicholas out there saying, who TF? Don't know what that's.
Who the F? Who the F would drink pickle beer? The S. That's what he's saying.
I don't know. Either way. I mean, it was different. But
no, yeah. I did Jameson and pickle juice, but I've never had pickle beer. The craziest beer I ever had was the bacon beer.
Now, see, I feel like those two would actually not taste bad.
But here's the thing, it had a great beer taste, and then your wife left the bacon on the stove for 5 hours and turned it into a little crispy black piece of nothing. Aftertaste.
Not a very desirable taste.
I mean, that's the best way I can describe it, guys.
You can just give me a damn Budweiser and call it a day.
Or a Keystone, but yeah, let's go.
Leave the fruit and the food out of my beer.
Oh, yes. My buddies and I said, you can't fruit to beer. We can't tell you the rest because we're on air. I don't want to offend anybody. It's 2020. You might offend somebody by saying A-Trout's driving the 18 Toyota.
He is doing that.
And he's doing it very well.
We gotta be getting to the end here.
That's the only reason why AJ's tuning in. He wants to know how long before he gets to come out here.
It's still gonna be a while, bud. We got a little bit of a late start tonight. Our CEO, he was not able to set up the lobbies tonight, so we were kind of winging it. And we got 7 to go. 6 next time by.
Oh, there's my buddy Deadpool out there. What's up, Mr. Pool? How are you, sir? Hope everything's going well. I'm over here, probably on my 3rd heart attack and 2nd case of pneumonia for the day. Enjoying myself. Got the one and only NRG and Nuke up in here. I have got a quarter of the Mo Power gang up here for a Pudding Wednesdays and Mo Power Mondays sounds better. We're just gonna go with Mo Power Mondays.
Yeah. That does
Shots
flow
fired
well.
out in the chat. AJ saying, "Shut up, Dylan."
Now, hold on. If we were going to get into one of our insulting battles that we used to have, they were very long, elaborate, and random, but nothing that was ever said would ever be allowed to be said in a giggity broadcast. That is for sure.
May get our fellow host up here in the booth sent somewhere, put on some list. What list?
Well, what list have I not already been on that most of you haven't seen the video?
Yeah.
What, you never seen the 9-iron?
Thanks for guys for helping me out here tonight while these drivers are doing good. We are getting a little distracted, but Big Jim and Country Caliber, they've had themselves a little bit battled, but imagine how we're feeling. These guys out here are actually driving. They've still got to focus a lot more. Good talk, guys. Good talk.
I was trying to finally battle. I was kind of posting around just watching what was going on, but now I got these two battling for the lead with, I think this is coming to 3 to go in stage 3.
And Cola asking out there, who is the leader? Well,
That would be Big Jim.
looking at the right now.
Big old Jimathan.
My name's Cola. No one's ever heard of me.
More shots fired tonight.
You know what? Everybody thinks I'm shooting fire. I'm not shooting fire. I'm nothing. I like Cola. I'm not going to say his real name, but no, Cola's been a good friend to me. He kept me on. He signed me. He's been a big help to me too. On the spur of motion of the thing that happened earlier this year, you know, he helped walk me through that. Stood behind me. He's a good kid. He's a good kid. That's all he is at this point. He's just a good kid, because I'm double his age, you know, and my mullet's better than his. But never heard of her motorsports and Cola. We appreciate you guys, and thank you for everything you've done to help me get here and be where I'm at. So I do like the kid out there. He's all right. Not a bad kid.
Man, this battle for first is wild. It's only between them. Jake is in third. He's 2 seconds behind. This is the last lap, so we'll see if Big Jim sizes caliber up. He's going to block down low.
Are we going to do a little Ford Toyota crime? Who's going to win this thing right now?
Caliber got the better entry in the 1. He's going to back up, stay on the bottom. 32 is going to try the outside. Nah, no. That was a good battle, though. We've seen a lot of good battles at the end of these stages. I don't expect to see anything different in stage 4.
AJ's out there telling me to go to bed. Wait a minute. I'm double his bed, so shouldn't he already be in bed and even had his midnight snack by now?
That's why he's waiting to see what time we start, because he's got bedtime.
Don't make me come in there with my belt, boy.
Just in from AJ. Dylan is Rick Allen Jr. Now that.
I hate it here. I am going to
Yeah,
bed.
that's probably at NRG's list of things you hate to see. Probably in the top 3. Wow. I don't even know what to say after that.
Well, we got to say is we've got a whole nother 4th stage coming at you.
We got 5 stages to go tonight. I hate it here.
Taking the name of the stream and running with it here. Too many laps to go. I had to tell you.
I thought it was the too many laps 200.
Yeah, something like that.
9 iron motorsports, AJ says. Who's 9 iron? A real man could get there with. A real man could put it on the green with a driver.
What do you mean? I don't need a driver. I just go start, of course, my 9 iron.
Actually, it's 7, but I was going to say 10 Cup did it with a 7 iron. He played the back 9 with a 7. But Big Jim already, again, guys, he's starting to pull away. Country Caliber, Big Dame, Jake, Duck, UK, and Trout. The guys we've already seen. Now they have to deal with the battle of that restart. Big Jim's taking a little bit of business, trying to get a 2-car lead, but these guys behind him aren't going to let that go too fast.
Yeah, the 24. We know he's good, but it's been a battle of attrition here tonight in the latter stages of the race. He's been showing up his face up here in the front of the pack.
Whoa, big wreck on the back stretch. The 38 to 21, the 18.
Hate to see it. The 18.
All right.
Catch the inside
Caution is out.
walkouts. M&M's out on the track. Debris caution for sure.
My favorite M&M's. You know what?
Which
Let's
one?
do another fan
No,
poll. Another fan poll. We'll give it 2 minutes. My favorite M&M's. Name them, guys. Somebody out there.
Another
Pretzel.
$5 up to grab right now.
That is right. That
The
makes
pretzel
it
M&Ms are
10 because no
fire.
one got the. That's 10 because no one got the first one.
$10. Yeah, nobody knew.
Yes,
Answer the first question about the chili.
See, I got to come up with a way to better power to overcome Low Power Mondays because you guys do such a great job. Maybe we're just gonna we'll start playing putting us random dollar questions.
We got 3 guesses out here so far. Ooh, 4 now. The first guess by AJ is pudding M&M's.
Too bad they don't make that. So that is wrong.
The second one from Hunty is the brown M&M's.
But no, that is actually incorrect also. So these are legitimate guesses, smart asses.
Guess coming in here, peanut M&M's, which are my personal favorite.
those are good.
Oh, you
They
do have to
slap.
love a good peanut M&M.
Just like Delgato loves a good potato salad.
Billy Holcomb coming in saying peanut butter M&Ms. Those ones are pretty good.
They
Yeah,
are
those
very
are good,
good,
too.
but not my favorite.
AJ ripping on people for liking peanut M&Ms.
Well, that's what AJ does. That's all right. We'll just watch him rip the wall down earlier or later here in the
Yeah.
custom race.
Yeah, he'll be pitting on like lap 10 because his right ear can't hold up.
NK says red.
Red does not count because red's not like a flavor.
Yeah, it's just they're all the same underneath the shell, man.
See, now this is a non-Google question because I would actually have a legitimate question, but it'd be easy to, you know, you want to ask these brain trivia or sweet questions that people want to know, but you just can't trust Google anymore, Nuka.
Yeah, man, you never trust what you see on the internet. AJ coming in with kind of a suspicious answer saying he likes Dylan's M&Ms.
Yes, Dad!
Jake and I was,
Oh. That's funny.
What the hell does that mean, Cola? He said you at the work site, bud? What is that supposed to mean?
question marks in the air. Ooh, I'm on 47. He is falling back to the back of the pack, I assume, after some.
I was watching it the entire time. 19 got underneath him, and he kind of pinched him down the apron. And, that didn't work out, so he got moved up the track.
Meanwhile, possibly with or without pants, Country Caliber in the lead.
And this is like the
Jake in
biggest
second.
lead, like at the beginning of a restart that we've seen all night. Like we've seen this after pit stops, but this is by far the biggest lead that we've seen after
Big Jim
restart.
to the inside of Jake. Jake catches the outside wall. Falls back to 5th after that ordeal. If I was those guys back there, 2nd or 5th, 6th possibly.
It just called me Puddin' Burton. I don't know how I feel about that.
Yikes.
Depends on which Burton you're talking about here.
Yeah, at
Cola,
least Bull-
I don't know
Bull-
what
he
the hell
got-
Cola's hearing. He must have his Builder Bob's ear set in because there's no construction around me. I don't know what he's listening to.
Hell, we drove right by his neck of the woods on the way down to Texas.
Yep. He said he just wouldn't leave, and it was only what 45 minutes to an hour, and he was like, "No, that's too far." Then Kate said, "Night on 3 a.m. in Canada comes up real early for him."
Yeah, these
Yeah,
are the
another
longest
thing-
races here. We have been racing for almost an hour and a half now. When this is all said and done, it'll be about an hour and 45 minutes, give or take. This is like the endurance race of the season.
I just don't know how I can make it through the second one.
Well, we're gonna find you some help.
Cola, another thing Cola could be hearing is his parents going hard at work there.
Whoa! I heard he's got the proper PPE on. He better have his earbuds in.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be Cola around there for the money shot.
All right.
Moving on, Cola in the chat again saying, I'm actually 4 hours different, bud.
From his parents?
Ooh. Alright, well, I said we were moving on. I might have lied. 11 cars still in the lead. How about that?
Yeah, I need to lay off the Dayquil.
Tonight. Yep, Puddin needs to possibly get rid of the NyQuil and start taking some Dayquil.
I have actually felt worse today than I have in a long time. There we go. We got Big Dane right there. He's in the second place. He's chasing down that 11 car.
Yeah, no, the 32 to 24 and the 4 were catching on them, but ooh, as the 20's making a move to the inside, but they were getting a little racy back there. Teammate on teammate crime.
Now the 20 does need a win to get into the playoffs. The 11 already has a win this season.
Are they aware of that situation, Bob?
Oh yeah, they're absolutely aware.
Early prediction here from Cola. Sorry to cut you off. He might have been telling the Cola said he might be telling the truth because Dylan might lag out on lap 197 to 200. Hate to see it.
Yeah, actually, he's not wrong.
Yeah,
The Texas race about a month or two ago, as soon as we were into the loading screen, my game crashed. It went blue screen on me. Anything can happen here.
And back in third, fourth, and fifth, they straightened out the battling that was going on. Now starting to catch second place in the 11 car. Be interested to see here. The 11 lets the 20 stay out front to get some valuable points that he needs. Or if he passes him and the 20 asks, "What are you doing, step teammate?" Jake looking on the outside now, the 11.
I'm keeping it right here on this. Jake, Big Dane, Big Jim, Private are following behind him. Big Dane leading away. Country Calvert to the inside, Jake to the outside. Great racing by everybody tonight for more than a couple hundred laps out here at Charlotte.
Yeah, Big Jim up there. Got another Ford behind him, but interested to see if he pushes Jake or if he stays down on the low side because you know the 11 and the 20 are going to stay together to draft. Not allowed.
They're going to try.
See how this turns out here. Goes up the side draft, I think. And it slows him down a tad bit, but 32 up there giving a push.
I know we've had some issues the past couple weeks between the 20 and the 24. They have had some issues, but so far so good. The 24 can come down and try to slide draft that inside line. We've seen Big Jim earlier try to make the outside work a little bit with Private Pat, and it almost stuck.
Ooh, 20 car looking Ricky Stenhouse-esque, going top to bottom. 11 car trying to stay on his bumper. But with the 12 car not being a teammate of those guys, if one of those guys goes up to side draft, do you think he's going to hold the bottom or stay behind?
He's 21. He's going to go with whoever gets rolling. I mean, right now would be a good time to, hop up there behind the 32 and see what you guys can get going, and maybe take that into consideration for the end of the race.
Yeah, for only being two cars, the 24 and the 32 are holding their own up there for the most part. 20 car going up there occasionally to try to slow down those cars.
Oh, they're going to be 3 wide.
Draft. 3 wide now. The 11 and the 20 are able to sort it out. I thought the 11 was going to have to ditch his teammate there, but they get it straightened out. 24 to the back of that line now, and the 88 of UK Wildcats up into the mix.
All right. Well, if you want to stay in the booth, Puddin', you do have 2 guys that can help after this. Good talk.
11 looking to the lead to the inside of the 20.
Wow, 20 gets way up there.
The wall. Now the 20 back to 4th.
That'd be 5th.
Yeah, 5th
behind
place.
UK, and he's got Jake behind him.
So UK and Jake teammates. Now the 20 and the 11 get split up. The 32 and the 12 are the only Fords up in that front pack.
Look at the leader in the second pack here. Something we haven't talked about too much tonight. Flirt leading the second
Flirt.
pack with Trout and Duck Humor.
Yeah, Flirt is somebody that is kind of an underdog every week. Sometimes he gets ran into and.
Sorry guys, I had to step away for a second.
Oh, that's alright. But the cars always don't fall for Flirt, but I've been racing with Flirt for a while now, and I know you have too. He's got the talent. He could go out there and produce some wins. Just if everything falls in his favor, and it's looking like right now in this
he's got the draft now. He's about to be there. If he comes with a moon, I wouldn't be surprised if he puts his nose somewhere.
Yeah, that's another NRG teammate up there too. That's 3 cars.
All 3 of them up there.
Yeah, all 3.
Love
So
to
if they
see
can
it.
find a way to get lined up, could mean business for your cars up there.
Yeah, we are looking in about 10 laps till pit, give or take. Oh, the 24 is going to head to the bottom in a hurry underneath the 20. Didn't work out. He had to get on the brakes. He switched the apron.
A little bit of contact, but they sorted out. 7 or 8 car battle up here for first. It's starting to get interesting.
And we were talking about it when we were practicing earlier. This is a tough pit road to get onto. Like everything around here is narrow except for the backstretch. And if all these guys are together here with, 7 to 10 laps, it's going to be interesting getting on pit road. We've seen Jake, Private Patton both have mishaps getting on the pit road tonight. So, I mean, it can happen to anybody.
Thank you guys,
Ooh.
too. I just saw everything, man. Thank you guys for helping out here just a little bit later. I apologize, everybody.
Ooh, Jake gets forced down onto the apron and comes back up into the 18.
He came off 4. He hit the grass coming into the trial, and then he just was all out of shape the whole way down the front stretch.
Because, he got a little loose there. Or a lot loose, actually. Now side by side with the 4 car back there, but we got a side-by-side battle for the lead as 11 catches the wall, stacks up the 88.
Oh, the 21 gets into the 11, and that messes up UK.
With a face
UK
full
goes
of
around.
wall, he gets hit again. Hopefully,
caution is out.
Yeah, caution is out.
No, it's not.
Not out.
I thought it was. There was like a little bit of frame lag on my screen.
You hate to see that for UK, man. It's becoming a weekly occurrence for him.
Oh, the 20 met the signal to pit and got a little steep going into 3.
20 going down pit road. He's the only taker out of this front pack up here. Kind of surprised that his teammates didn't pit with him. Hopefully they can get back together here towards the end of the race. There's a 21 car. That's a pretty commanding lead right now.
We have seen in the last 2 stages, the pit cycles, we'd have one guy that he'd come down the pit and he would short pit, and it didn't work out in his favor. So we'll see. But I don't know if I'd have pit right then and there.
Coming down pit road here.
So that's gonna have Patton out front with Big Jim, Country Calvin, and Flirt behind him. Now I'm wondering if maybe they short pit like that just so they didn't have to pit with everyone at the same time. Because like I said, that's going to be a mess getting on pit road. But that might have had something to do with it. I don't know. I think I took my chance, especially needing a win. And short pit hasn't worked out so far in this race in any of these stages.
Yeah, it could be. It's pretty nerve-wracking. It kind of chalks up to pit road entry at Daytona or Talladega, just more so probably Daytona. It's because you got so many cars within the same area code of each other. It gets dangerous, you don't want to speed, you don't want somebody to push you in a little bit in speed, so that could be a factor, short pitting just so you can be alone. If you trust your car and you trust yourself to be competitive there at the end and still be up there, even worn down tires.
Yeah, 4 is down pit road now.
21 signaling to bring it down pit road, 32 as well. The 11 and the 19 didn't signal unless they're...
No, they stayed out.
They're going to stay out. 24 stays out as well. So now the 11 retakes the point with the 19 behind him, and the 24 second or 2 back from them.
Yeah, if I'm the 11 and 19, I think I'm going to stay out. Well, they can only go about 2 more. Oh, they're signaling now, so here you go.
Signaled, 11 went down, so I'm assuming he's coming down. See if Jake stretches it out here. 19's bringing it down pit road, 11's bringing it down, Jake stays out. If the 19 and the 11 can come out at the same time and get hooked up, I think they can make something happen here.
Yeah, Jake's going to be all by himself coming off pit road, I think. I mean, he's got no one around him.
Yeah, Jake is pretty good at saving fuel, too. He might have a little more in the tank than...
he's going to have to come down. Yeah, he's signaling now. He's going to come down this lap.
Alright, so
oh, he's sputtering. He's sputtering.
He's
going to get on pit road, but...
Yeah, he made it down there.
He got on pretty clean too. We'll see. That could have been the race-winning strategy. We'll see.
Yeah, Jake is a pretty good strategist, but with all the cars behind him, he's the only person that ran the car out of fuel. So I've noticed just personally that doesn't really ever work out for me. But Jake's a different breed sometimes, so we can see what he can pull off here.
Well, you know, the 11 and 19 got fresh tires, and they're kind of stuck back here in traffic. They're going to have to really make some things happen.
Yeah, if they stay together, they can make that high side work if they need to.
And they're going to go around Jake now.
Yep. I don't think Jake's going to be able to get their draft, but he's got a car coming up behind him, so he can have somebody to draft with. And looking at this pack here, the 11, the 47, the 4, the 88, the 19 and the 88 race together a lot. Same with the 4 and the 11. So they could team up here and possibly move up.
And all them guys are in the same chat as you see Caliber mowing the grass. It's typically not the fastest way around.
Looking at Jake's stream, who do we have as the leader right now?
Private Patton, 21.
Private Pat. Cycle through to Patton. Patton's got the 18 behind him, the 32 and the 20. Is that your top 4 as well, or does he not have that up?
No, he doesn't have it up. I know.
Well, that pack with the 11, the 4, the 19, the 88, and the 47, not really that far behind if they can stay together.
Next time by is going to be 10 laps to go, and I'll tell you right now, Jake is in 9th place, and he's 4 seconds back. So, I mean, there's a lot that can happen in 10 laps.
Yeah, and as we already see the 20 and the 32 side by side, not good for this front pack. 18 catching grass. Dark Knight-esque. Yeah, it's looking like if these guys keep racing the way they are, that second pack's going to become a factor here. Holding steady. I wouldn't want to be the 21 right now in this situation. I'd probably want to be second or third back, just because how draft dominant this place is right now. The draft package. You're kind of a sitting duck in first, unless you can really park that bus, but then you can get moved.
And then you got Trout behind you, which we know he's not afraid to make a move underneath someone. So, yeah, I think I'd be pretty nervous if I'm the 21.
And the 32 is shown today, Big Jim, that he can make that high line work by himself for this opportunity.
Yep.
He's staying on the 18's bumper for right now, though.
The old tires on the 20 starting to show. He's starting to fall off.
18 had a look under the 21. Yeah, that 20 is falling off. 18 had a little contact with the 21. That sends him back, 32 up to second. And it looks like Jake and a 4-car of Dark are side by side back there in that second pack. So they're not all lined up like they should be. So maybe they're not going to come into play here at the end. Three-car battle here, though. Starting to pick up. Big Jim probably just waiting for his time to pounce. Don't want to make a move too early. As I say that, he gets a look to the inside of the 21. The 18's going to stay right behind him and push.
Man, this second pack's got to get going.
18 catches the apron, but it doesn't matter. 32 clears the 21. New leader, Big Jim. If the 18 stays mistake-free here, we'll see if he can make a move to second. Private Patton backed his corner up there, getting a good runoff off of turn 4. 32 blocks low, but takes that momentum, goes up high. Tries to side draft. We'll see if he can make it work on the high side. He's kind of sticking with him, but the 18 gonna.
The 47's around on the front stretch, and he just comes with. Oh, he backed out.
Championship implications here. You hate to see it for Just Ken. Started on the pole tonight. Sure.
Yes, he did.
21 shuffled back to third. Switching my cameras up real quick. As I say that, I get back to A-Trout, and the 21's going to the inside. A-Trout into the wall. 32, though, after that little exchange between the 21 and the 18, the 32's pulled out here. How many laps do we have to go?
Next time by should be 3.
Looking like 3 to go here.
What happened to our pudding?
I'm not sure, but he's sick, so he might be coughing or something. Talking to his wife. Not entirely sure. Looking good for the 32 here. Coming down the backstretch. Pretty commanding lead on the 21. 21 has to be mistake-free, or he did get a pretty good entry right there. See if he can catch him coming off a 4.
The second pack kind of got broken up now. It's just the 11 and 19. They're coming up on the 20, but I think they're running out of time as we're going to have 2 to go.
Yeah, it's going to be a little too late, and I don't know if the 20 is going to be much of a help to his other teammates there because of those worn tires. He might be able to fall in behind, or they might actually let him stay in front for points' sake.
Yeah, he does need them. I wouldn't be surprised. Jake and Dark Humor and just beating the brakes off each other. Ooh.
Yeah, that 21 car kind of maintaining the same distance from that 32, so unless a big mistake on the 32's part, it's looking like we might get the dub here tonight. Coming to 1 to go, right?
This is 1 to go. It's last lap.
Alright. 1 to go, sponsored by Back Alley Bakeries. It is real. Coming through 3 and 4. Yeah, looking like that 32's going to bring home the win here tonight. It's masterful performance, really. I mean, he was up in the top 3, top 5 pretty much the entire night.
Yeah, he definitely had a fast car.
Out here.
Alright, I'm going to get him in the booth, and then I'm going to go set up the custom lobby because we really need to get going.
Alright, yeah, I'll try to ask him a couple questions and then...
And hopefully Puddin didn't fall asleep on us.
Get ready.
That race literally took an hour and 45 minutes. There he is. Hey man, you got your voice set on always loud?
Yes sir, I do.
Alright, congrats man. Owen, if you can, take that away while I get this set up.
Yep. Yeah, I'm just going to take over. He's going to get the lobby set up. I put him an MIA on us here, but hopefully he'll be back. Man, you had a great drive tonight. I never really saw you leave the top 5 pretty much the entire race. You were able to make that high side work. You were damn good on the bottom, making good moves. All around, just great drive time, man. Just walk me through that at the end.
Yeah, I really do appreciate it. It's one of my... It's a weird track. Turns 3 and 4 is unlike anything else in this game. And, I mean, the thing about it is it's all about the draft, really. You just have to stay in that draft like most 1.5 milers on this game. You just have to put yourself in position at the end of these races. It's not really about who has the best car per se, but who can be the most consistent and limit those mistakes. And I mean, Patton and all those guys up there, Country, it was a dogfight up there for the entire night. And I guess I was just the one that made the least amount of mistakes.
Yeah, for sure, man. Like I said, it was a masterful drive by you. You were by far the most consistent. And I think personally probably one of the fastest, kind of top 3 in speed. I know UK moved his way up through there. Jake was pretty quick, like he usually is. But they just weren't there at the end, you know, not necessarily on their fault. But, man, you really showed out. Happy to see you up in Victory Lane, too.
Yeah, thank you. I do have to say that racing against the caliber of talent in here is just, it's amazing. I love racing Country. I love racing UK, Patton, Jake, all those guys. This is one really talented group of guys.
Yeah, it's a solid group of dudes up here, and it's no cakewalk for sure.
Sorry, guys, I was feeling a little below the weather right there. I just got back real quick. Big Jim, man, as always, man, congratulations. Great job. Your second win here in a short giggity career, but it's an honor to hear all the other names that you mentioned, too, because there is so much talent, and we talked about this earlier in the broadcast, that we think Preset Cup is probably the highest stacked division here in Giggity Season 5.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't been able to really see what trucks and Xfinity is like, but I imagine that it's the same caliber of talent. You guys just are able to bring it in.
Thanks again to you, man, for doing what you got to do, man. Bringing in a win for the team. We do appreciate that. NRG and Mr. Nuka, thank you guys for your help so much tonight. Like I said, I have been feeling a little uncharacteristically under the weather right now. I just don't know if I'll be able to get the second one in. I think somebody's going to help us out there. Great job by everybody tonight. Stay tuned. We do have our Custom Cup guys coming up, presented by 3D Metalworks out of South Carolina for all your welding and metallurgy needs. Please reach out to them. Nuka, myself, congratulations to the one and only Big Jim NRG, man. You guys know what to do here in 3, 2, 1. Bye!
Alright, I gotta hop over